We are in Brazil. Myself, Ron Skitter, in the comms box, and with me is Sean Towson. You might know him as Esotronic. How's it, Sean?
How's it, Ron? Good to be back. And as you said, we are in Brazil, in the Premier Division, and looks like good weather, so can only hope for a good, clean race.
There we go. Yeah, I've got some insight on the weather. You can see right now on track it is dry. I have it under good authority that it should stay dry for most of the qualifying and race this evening. Is that good or bad news, Sean? It's always nice to have a bit of unknown.
It is always nice to have a bit of unknown, Ron, but we currently have Manu about to start his hot lap, so let's go on board with him and take us through that lap, Ron.
Perfect. I'm on board with Manu Dietrich. And slam on brakes. You can touch the curb on the inside. You've got to be balanced on your throttle to apply it at the right time. Goes pretty flat out through that second section. DRS zone. Nice overtaking opportunity. We'll look for that later. This braking zone, you can throw it in a bit more than Manu did there. But that's a nice rewarding corner when you get it right. Yeah, dab of brake, a bit of downshift, try to get the power on as soon as you can. You cut here on the right hand side to set yourself up for this another left piece, heavy traction zone. And this track is very heavy on these traction zones, on these left hand corners that you have to hang on. And this penultimate corner is exactly like that. Pressure on the front right tire. Here again, just power on as early as you can. Manu's sitting not to be pushing too hard, keeping it quite safe. And there's the next DRS zone. Tuck it in left, that's the shortest line, and across the line. In a 108.3.
It's a good starting time there, Ron. Any predictions for Q3? Where will we be? I mean, last night in the Division 2, we were seeing 106, and there we go. Razor sets a 106.6.
Yeah, Barry's got a 107.4. I was going to say, Sean, I think 107.5 and quicker is where Premier Division should be. There we go. Razor showing definitely we can go into the 106s. A few guys in second division last night went into the 106s, so
I think a few guys high 106s there, Ron. In the Premier Division, so sorry, in the Division 2. So I assume we should be seeing maybe on the low 106s with the Premier Division.
There we go. Other guys that have put in laps. Speed Alcoholic 107.2. Let's see who's on a lap. I think there we go.
Halliday,
Jared Halliday, welcome to FTRF1. Jared starting his flying lap. Our fellow constructors teammate in the Mercedes. Good luck to him tonight. He's about the only guy on a flying lap right now. A lot of guys in the pits, in laps. I see Wezo and Assassin on out laps. We'll catch them a bit later. Right now, let's follow Jared as he gets to the tricky section of Sector 2. Yeah, so there are 17 drivers in the lobby tonight. In Q1, we will, of course, lose 2. So this is slightly important for the guys to get decent laps in. We will lose 2 guys from quali tonight. As we see Jared cross the line now, and he 107.3. Very respectable time.
Mix,
let's see who's on a lap. It's Boinkies. He is in the Williams, and delivery. No, may have abandoned his lap, I think. Engine sounds a bit dodgy there. Nam Assassin will follow him. He is on a hot lap as well. He's just behind Boinkies, so we'll see if he catches him by the.
Oh, and Boris is Boris out? No, Boris is
he's
he's
retired in the pits. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Let's just see if Boinkies is on a lap. It's hard to tell. No, he's coming
No,
in.
he's in the pits. Nam
That
Assassin.
means Nam Assassin in that beautiful Aston Martin Racing. Absolutely love that car's livery. Crosses the line, Nam Assassin does, and it's a 108.3. Nah, he's not pushing, holding back.
Definitely.
Next chap on track, Wezo. He was on a lap, but he invalidated. He'll go again straight away, I suspect. And an outlap, we've got Heinrich Bester, otherwise known as Abilach, in the Red Bull. Red Bull, by the way, so far is dominating the Constructors' Championship after the first round of races. And in second division last night, we had Abilach spins around, trying to warm the tires, and the loud pedal got away from him. And I think he's got a gap now that Nam Assassin's passed to get back onto track. Not sure what happened there. Like I was saying, in second division, we had the Red Bulls first and second, so good points haul. And we'll see what they can do tonight. Let's see who is going to finish a lap next. I think it's Wezo, who on his second attempt is also invalidated. So I suspect Sean, he won't have fuel, I don't think, for a third run. He might just kill into the pits.
He's out of fuel run. He has to pit now.
Here we go, tricky pit entry. I came flying in there last night and had to pass someone. And Abilach now on a lap.
Alpines run on a lap. Torment ahead of Super D.
There we go, our brilliant commentators from last night. Super D about to start his lap.
Yeah, well done, guys, on that. Awesome job.
Torment and Super D, by the way, both on the medium tires. It's not a tire they may be thinking of starting the race on. I think they're just leaving as many tires as they can for the other quali sessions. So they being brave by saying they can not be in the bottom two even on mediums. It's showing purple sector 1 for somebody. I'm not sure who that was. Torment, by the way, he's about to cross the line. He's on the... No, not yet. He's rounding the final corner. So let me go on board with Torment. Give the Alpine gents some airtime. Yeah, these Alpine, Sean, a pretty decent looking car as well.
Absolutely, Ron. I'd say it's definitely in my top 5.
Torment does 107.5, by the way, on the mediums. That's decent. Yeah, on the stream we've got Sheikh saying, "Go AlphaTauri, get some points for us." We've got Gerard saying, "How's it, Ron and Sean? Welcome to all the new guys." Gerard also saying, "Good luck to everyone." Kia saying, "Forza Ferrari." Ferrari drivers there are Speed Alcoholic and Simps. I think Simps is new as well. I haven't seen that name before.
So welcome to him.
Has Simps done a lap yet? I think he's in the pit still.
He's just going out now.
Going out now. Great time to get some airtime for the sponsors.
So Ron, as you said, we've got Sims on the outlap, we've got Yaku Nachel on the outlap, we've got Super D on a run at the moment. No, apologies, he has set a time.
I think Super D had a poor lap, 113, and his next lap is invalidated, so I think he'll have to go again.
Bob just sets a 106.8, Ron, for the AlphaTauris, so you'll be happy there.
We haven't seen the AlphaTauris in a while. Ruan, by the way, has also put a time in, 106.9. We've got Wezer out there, but he's on an out lap. We've got Jared, he's on I think just on another lap. Yeah, what's the time to beat? I guess anyone in the 107s might, for now, think they're okay. With almost 7 minutes left in the session. I guess we'll see where that will go a bit later. There's still a lot of... Oh, Yakunachel in the wall. Caught it on the stream. He has to buy everyone a round of drinks for that.
Sorry,
And that's
Yaku.
his view.
Bad
Yaku will
luck
be
there.
out of quali. He will start 17th tonight. First guy to DNF.
That was me last night, Ron. So anything can happen.
Yeah, Sean watching Wezo invalidated again.
Yeah, just saw that now.
Zero weird camera angle making me dizzy. He's
very dizzy. He's on the flyer in sector 2. He just has to set the time there. And as you said, in that beautiful Aston Martin.
Yeah, I'm seeing Josh Willis has also in the other AlphaTauri. He's also retired from the session. I'm not sure if he also binned it into a wall. I didn't see it anyway. Let's maybe assume it's something else. But he's also out of qualifying. So those will be the two guys that will not go through tonight. Yaku Nachel and Josh Willis. Everyone else, provided Wezo and Zero get a lap in, regardless of what time I think they put their lap in, they'll go through. Let's just see what Zero does anyway. Respectable.
Zero does a 1073, Ron.
1073.
Good time.
Another yellow flag somewhere, not sure why.
I think it was one of the Alpines are slowing down there, Ron. No incident on track, but Wezo is there on a hot lap.
He seems to be taking it a bit carefully. I think maybe he's realized he only has to put a banker lap in now. Last guy to put a time on the board, and then we're sorted for Q1. Still some time left in the session. A couple of guys out on track. Looks like Wezo and both of the Aston Martins. Wezo will complete his lap now. Finally gets us a time. It's a 107.5.
107.5. Well done, Wezo.
On a 3-lap old soft, so it took him a few attempts to do that. But there we go. Guys in the 106s, it's a razor straight out the blocks on that time. Bob looking pretty solid, 106.8. Ruan and Jarrett in the 106.9s. It's nice to see them up there. Well done, Jarrett, in your first quali session. Banging in a brilliant time there already.
Excellent.
And then Buddies and Manu, they came out early, set to 107.1 and left the session. They are confident with that time. And then Simps also first race 107.2, that's pretty sharp. Speed Alcoholic just about matching that 107.2. Zero to Cool 107.3, Abilach 107.3, Super D 107.4, Bwinkies 107.4, Torment 107.5, Wezo 107.5, and then Nam Assassin, I'm going to predict that that's not his real time. He's just a banker lap 108. Let's just see the gap to the leader, which I think I can do there. There we go, Sean. From first all the way to 14th, it's 0.8 of a second. So this is, as we've seen before in Premier Division, it's just a lot closer, a lot more competitive. The guys are able to get fast laps in. They're able to consistently do those times. So it's great for us to watch in quali. And yeah, interestingly enough, Super D and Tallman did those on mediums. So just watching Nam Assassin, he's still out there. He's on a lap. Looks like Nam is, by the way, the only driver out on track at the moment.
Yeah.
2 minutes left in the session. He's maybe just getting a bit of practice in. He goes 2 tenths faster, 108.1, but those are on pretty old soft tires now, so we'd expect these times to be dropping off at some point. The visuals we're seeing on screen looks very glitchy, Sean. I don't know if you can see the same thing. I hope...
yes, it is. It is a bit glitchy, yes.
I hope that resolves. I hope Nam's race isn't affected or other chaps around him. So what's to look out for here, Sean? I think in terms of tyre strategy, I think the guys will try mediums. I think there's a great benefit in starting on mediums. You can get through.
Definitely.
But it's going to be interesting. It looks to us like the times are very, very close together. So 0.8 of a second, all that's in it. It'll be, I think, tough for most guys to try and get through on the mediums. It's going to be touch and go, I think.
Yes.
And looks like Nam is headed for the pits now. Only 20 seconds left in the session. And that's where we are. The story so far is we've got 4 very quick guys in the 106s. Razor, Bob, Ruan and Jarrett as Merck teammates. Sean, nice to see our new teammate right in there.
Very nice to see him up there.
As we can see Nam being pushed into the pits there. That's the end of the session. Fastest guy, Razor, didn't blink once, just popped out dead this time. And that was his session.
That was it.
So far, I mean, the Alfa Romeos, they look pretty sharp. Got 2 drivers up there, Manu and Burries. Simpson Speed Alcoholic, also quite close. I think other than that, the drivers are, the teammates are split pretty far apart. We'll see now in Q2 when it matters more. I think the pace is about to be turned up quite a bit.
Yes. Definitely, yeah, we're going to see it, man.
So, Sean, I spent some time on the hards last night. I think you may have had a stint there as well. Terrible tyres. I don't expect many people to actually race on them.
Neither did I, Ron.
Okay, there we are. Clear skies in Brazil in Q2. Someone is out in the pits. That to me looked like Alpine, maybe.
We have a look for you.
I saw the Williams of
Winkies is Alpine of Winkies.
That's a Williams of Winkies, Sean.
Sorry, Ron. I was in the view I had was at the back of the car, so my apologies there.
We'll forgive you this one time.
Just this one time. And behind Blinkies, I think we have Manu, and then Burries. And then we've got Jared Halliday.
Okay, I'm on board with Winkies. Let's watch our first timed lap, by the way, on soft tires. Not many guys so far selecting the medium, Sean, so we'll see who tries something else. I think the guys have maybe realized how close it is. So we're looking, I think, Sean, 106s or very low 107s. That's probably the times. I reckon roughly 107.4, 107.5 might be the cutoff. Let's see how that goes.
Let's see how that plays out. Have we got an incident on track?
It looks like
It was Boris, he just had a spin there in turn 1 in the chicane.
I was going to say, yeah, it looked like an Alfa Romeo in Sector 1, but yep, all green again, guys are going. So a lot of guys out. We've got Jarrett on a lap, Manu on a lap, Burries, we fought on a lap, but he made a mistake. But ahead of all of them is Bwinkies. He'll give us our first timed lap of Q2 on the softs. And it's a 107.9.
107.9.
Let's go to, I think, Jarrett. I think he's next to cross the line. So Jarrett dipped into the, I think, a 106.9. I think on the mediums he's looking at a 107.3 or so. What does he do?
107.7, Ron.
107.7. Next guy might be Wezo, if I have it right. Wezo is, however, starting a lap. As we see, Barry's does put a 123. That's not a real lap. We'll watch him as he crosses again. Then I've got a Ferrari Speed Alcoholic. He rounds the final corner. DRS tucks it in for the shortest line. Up the hill, cross the line. 106.8 on the softs. And I think immediately behind is his teammate Simps. Let's see what Simps can do. 107.4 on the softs as well. I think that's roughly the cutoff maybe for 10th and elimination from Q2. Let's see how that goes. Next to cross the line is Wezo. Yeah, go for it, Sean.
No, I thought we had a Merc standing still, but the guys are just moving out the way.
Wezo 109.2 on the mediums. That's not going to be good enough. Nam Assassin puts a time in 107.8 on the softs. Burries improves 107.8 on the mediums. And we've got Speed Alcoholic on the start finish straight. Now he'll pit, he's going quite slow. Then we have Nam Assassin, he's put a time in. Is he going again? No, he will be pitting as well. He's going quite slow. Then we have Jarrett and Wezo. Is Wezo pushing? Yeah, he is. He is 2/10 slower than himself. So it's looking like Wezo's not being able to put this together. He pops into the pits as well. Then I think we have the Alpine of Super D. He is about to start a lap. Let's follow Super D around. He's on the softs. So that's
just following Jared there on. He improved his time slightly, so he's now in 4th place. Avilak leaves the pits.
Oh, Super D getting the power on nice and early. Has to look out for Bob, but Bob just keeps out the way. Nicely chucked into the, what's that, the 3rd corner, right to the curb on the outside. Gets past some traffic. Uses a bit of curb there. Car seems stable enough through there.
Very stable.
Yeah, you can see Dee's practiced this track a lot. He knows exactly which where to just kiss the curbs, where to ride them, where to cut them, and where to leave them alone. Rounds the final corner. This one you should miss. Maybe touch the one on the outside, not too much, otherwise you can lose traction.
Not too much, I was going to say, Ron, that's you're getting thin water there.
Stick it on the inside, you can cut that green line there a bit, not too much. And he goes fast, 106.5, that looked fast.
Very
that looked
fast.
super fast all the way. We have I think Bob's starting a lap now. Bob is also on the softs. Let's just compare Bob's lap. He uses similar amounts of curb to the first few corners, stucks it left. He's got some traffic now, but he gets out the way nicely, chucks it in here. Yep, touching curbs, rides a bit on the outside. It's a copy-paste of what Super D did.
Yeah.
Slightly more aggressive, I think, through this start of the second sector. Yeah, it's about getting the power on, opening the steering angle as early as you can, brake as late as you can, get onto the power soon, then line yourself up for this left-hander, and then it's just a braking zone, a chuck in, get the power on, straight to the line now. I'll say straight, there's about three corners in one here.
Three corners in that straight, right?
But it's got a bit of DRS, it's got an uphill, it's got a downhill, it's a very fun straight nonetheless, and Bob goes
106.507.
Yeah, it looked a very similar lap to Super D's.
Sorry, 106.559, very, very close between the two guys.
Yeah, Barry's, what's he doing? He is starting a flying lap. He's currently 9th. He is on the border there in a 107.9 at the moment is the cutoff, but a lot of guys out on track now.
Ron Rose is also on a flying lap.
0 Cool puts in a time, by the way. He goes 106.7. Let me try see who is crossing the line. Is that Torment goes 106.5. The guys are jumping into the 106s now. And Nav Assassin 107.8. He is the cutoff at the moment.
Oh! Razor spins on the last corner.
Is he still going, Sean? Did he crash out?
Yeah, he just took some curb there on. So he's just moving out the way for his teammate who's rounding the last corner.
Yeah, Avilach, I think, is now on softs. He didn't have a... No, he's on medium still. Will he be pitting? No, he's completes the lap. I think he's starting a flying lap again. I think he knows he can do quicker than the time he did. Oh, invalidates.
He already invalidated.
Unlucky Heinrich.
Unlucky Heinrich.
Razor, what has he done? He is... I don't know if this is a flying lap. I think he will... I can't tell. Razor's very fast even on his outlaps. Okay, who is on a lap? Brinkies is on a lap now. He is in the drop zone. He's a 107.3, currently on a flying lap on soft tires. He's giving it the best shot he can. Wezo is starting another lap. Burries is not completing. He's going into the pits. Avilach is still coming back. Razor, I think, will start a lap now. In fact, I think he's completing a lap. 106.7, that's good enough for 5th. Avilach is going to start another lap. Never give up, Heinrich. Yeah, you can hear a lot of work on the gears. That's enjoying that lovely Fanatec rig of his. Ooh, just riding that curve, that looked like about the track limits there. Exploring them.
Playing with the fine line, Ron.
Very adventurous, very brazen. But he has pulled it off. Is he going quicker than himself? Let's find out. As he is about to complete sector 2, which I think is around the next corner. Yeah, almost 4/10 quicker than himself.
4/10.
So he might get into the top 10 if he finishes strong here. There is still some time left. I don't know if there's enough time. He goes 11th, 107.2.
Just makes it to 11th.
On 4-lap old mediums, it's a decent attempt that. I can't do that on soft, so that's brilliant pace as far as I'm concerned.
Absolutely.
Bwinkies, he's coming into the pits. Jarrett on the softs, he's on an outlap. We know this is going to be 106s. This is worth watching. Seems quite cautious in the first few corners. But that's what you need. You need to just get the traction down as soon as you can. No drama there. Ooh, very solid and steady through that fast left-hander. Also a lot of upshift to for Jarrett there to get the rear of the car in check. Just Bwinkies, by the way, Sean, he did get a lap in 107.1 in 8th at the moment.
That's excellent. He's retired as well.
Yeah, not much more time for guys to start laps, so we'll see very shortly where we are as Jarrett crosses the line. It's only a 107 dead. That's good enough for 8th right now. Who is on a lap? Sean. Ooh, Barry is on a lap. He is currently 10th.
Wezo's about to start his lap. Sims is about to start his lap as well.
Okay, so if you can just tell me, Sean, who to watch as they all cross the line.
Sure, I will do that.
Our top 10 for now: Super D, Bob, Torment, they're in the 106s. They've retired from the session. They're happy where they are. Ruwan, Razor, Burries, Zero, Speed Alcoholic, and Manu. They're all in the 106s. Most of those chaps are out on track to try and improve, to defend their
so Razor improves with the 106.3 all the way to first.
I'm quite worried about Razor, Sean. It's showing 5-lap old softs. He's going to have to start the race on those softs.
Yeah, it's a bit of a challenge.
I'm not sure why he had to put another lap in. I think he was comfortably 5th anyway. Then in the drop zone, Jarrett, he is 107 dead. He is doing another lap. Jarrett, we will see now. I think it's Wezo first.
The time is up, Ron, so Jared will start 10th.
Wezo 107.5. Jared going to pop into the pits.
Wezo is on a lap. Sims is about to cross the line, but
I think he's out of fuel. I think he didn't want to improve. That's what happened there. He's happy with where he is. So no one
alcoholic
goes faster. Goes 8.
With the 106.5.
Third, yeah, I beg your pardon. 106.5. And I think that's
the field.
That's everyone, yeah. So there we go. Who we lose from Q2. It's Bwinkies, tried as he may. A few laps to that attempt. 107.1, very respectable time, but we will lose him from qualifying. Avilach, he stuck to his plan on mediums. I think he didn't want to start on the softs, if I know Heinrich, and I think I do. He's thinking about the race, so we'll lose him as well. But a very sharp time, 107.2 on mediums. Simps, I think he's slowed down to not go quicker. I think he was maybe happy as well to get fresh mediums for the race. So Sims will lose him as well, 13th. Wezo, he'll start 14th. I think Wezo struggled to put laps together. 107.5, still a decent lap time, but he'll have to start 14th tonight. And Nam Assassin, I'm not sure if we saw the best of him, but 107.8 was what he could come up with.
Right, so that rounds us off with Q2.
Yeah, Sean, I've spoken about who we're losing. Can you give us the top 10 there?
So the top 10, we've got Razor with a 1063, Super D 1065, and Speedaholic with a 1065 as well. Bob 1065, Torment 1065, Ruan with a 1066, and Boris with a 1066 as well. Zero with a 1067, Manu with a 1069, and running off the top 10, Jared Halliday with a 107 flat.
Yeah, and the guys we lose, it's Boinkies, Avilach, Simps, Wezo, and Nam Assassin. Yeah, I think all soft attack now. I'm expecting 8 of these 10 guys to be in the 106s. So I think 5 or 6 tenths at most is what will separate the top 10 now.
Yeah, definitely.
Dry weather as expected.
Right, we've got everybody going out all at the same time.
And I think Bob, due to his...
Boris is first.
I think Bob is first due to his
sorry.
pit position on those lovely white-rimmed Alpha Tauri sharp-looking car. This Bob's driving it quite beautifully as well. Yeah, it's Bob, then Speed Alcoholic, then Zero, then Jarrett, then Torment, then I think Super D. Manu is out as well now.
It's just Ruan that's in the pits.
Is Barry's out? Yeah, Barry's is out as well. So it's
out.
just Ruan. Ruan's having a chill.
There we go. Ruan's now pulled the trigger.
And now Ruan going as well. So everybody out on track or about to be out on track. Ruan's timed is nicely, Sean. There's a bit of a queue of drivers trying to start their lap. Ruan's gonna cruise up to the back of that, no problem. You might have to make space for guys like Bob and Speed Alcoholic who will catch him quite quickly.
Yeah.
First sector, Bob does a 16.4, Speed Alcoholic 16.6. Jarrett 16.4, so Jarrett matching Bob. And I think, let me go back to Bob. He is second sector now.
Razor 16.5.
Yeah, so not much in it in the first sector. There we go, Bob. Seemed like a clean enough first lap. This will be provisional pole at least for now. And it's a 106.3 smashing
That's a tough
time
to beat.
Speed Alcoholic 106.7, decent time that. Ruan, he's starting his lap. 106.5.
Jared Halliday 106.6.
Jared 106.6. Torment gets a lap. 106.7. Ooh. Super D 106.9.
Razor 106.5.
106.5 from Razor. Barry is a 107 dead. Manu 107.1. And Ruan, he is on a lap. I think he may have had some traffic on this lap. He might even get a tow from Bob. Last guy to cross the line. Bob, he's on the start-finish straight. I beg your pardon, Ruan. As Bob goes into the pits, and Ruan 106.5.
106.5.
You waited till the end. Kudos, you did exactly what he wanted to do when he wanted to do it, and that's good enough for 4. That's second row. Let's just look at a gap to leader. 7/10 separates Bob in first and Mano in 10th. Super D goes faster. Razor goes faster. 106.2. That's the time to beat now.
That's a phenomenal time, man.
On his second attempt, Razor 106.2 sets a beautiful time for provisional pole right now. Bob, he did a 106.3, very, very competitive. Super D, this is going to feel like a bit far back now. 106.4, 0 smashing lap, but again, feels a bit far back. 106.5, Ruan 106.5, Jarrett's 106.6. Looked decent a while ago. Now it's 4/10 off the pace. Speed Alcoholic 106.7, Torment 106.7 as well. And then Barris and Manu in the 107s. And we've got an Alpine out on track already. It is Torment. 6 minutes left in the session. Sean, they saved a set of medium tires. So I think they've got to potentially do 3 runs. I don't even know if that's possible. Yeah, and in terms of constructors, we have only 1 Red Bull, we have only 1 Alpha Tauri, we have 2 Alpines, and they are currently 3rd and 8th, so well done D and Torment.
Yeah.
We have 1 Aston Martin, we have 1 McLaren, we have 1 Mercedes, we have 1 Ferrari, and we have 2 Alfa Romeos.
So both Alfa Romeos are in good point scoring positions.
Let's see, who's that? That's Ruan. He is not a bad sector 2, but I don't know if he's got the better to come in, get new tires, and have another run. Torment is
about to
Torment starting his lap. Well spotted, Sean. Oh, he just bangs it through those first sector. This is going to be decent.
Let's see what he does in the first sector. He's a 10th up on himself.
10th up, a 10th and a bit. He might have some traffic. I was about to say he's going to have a clear track, but there is some traffic. They stay out the way. 0 showing a lot of respect there. He stays properly out the way. Yeah, Torment is really nailing this lap. This is an absolute flyer. Kind of misses the apex there, but as long as you get the power on at the exit, it's not all that bad. Sector 2 again matches that 1.29 tenths up on himself. So for now, this should be an improvement to somewhere around 6th or 5th. Let's see how he finishes the lap. And Torment on his second attempt goes 6th indeed. 0 now on a lap. Ooh, slightly more aggressive, I must say, than Torment. On his inputs to those first corner.
No, it's Barris and Manu.
And 0 only just faster than himself in sector 1. An improvement is an improvement, so let's see how his lap unfolds. In front him on track is Torment. I think he is, I'm not sure if he's coming in or what, but 0 does seem to be catching Torment as this lap unfolds. Torment 0 now goes 2 tenths faster than himself, so he's knocking on front row with this lap, Sean.
Yeah.
Let's watch 0 as he finishes this lap. This is an absolute blister of a lap, and it is second.
And
front row. Front row 106.2.
Well done, 0.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Who else is on a lap? We have Barry's 0. Sean, I think, is starting a lap. Barry's completes the lap. Barry's goes faster, 106.6. Behind him, his teammate Manu. Manu is starting a lap. So well done, Barry's and Speed Alcoholic and Manu. Everyone now in the 106s. The entire field, Sean. Kyle Helsinger, his teammate from second division, saying 0 you in beauty. That word was bleeped out. This is a family show, Kyle. Zero gets out the way nicely for Manu, who's on a lap. Sean, only 6/10 separates it. Most of the chaps are out on track.
This is very tight, Ron. Unbelievably tight.
Sean, I'm on board with Manu. If you can just help me see who's next on a flying lap to cross the line, so we can give the guys their glory of crossing the line and setting up time. Oh, Manu aborts it. Kyle apologizing on the stream.
Ruan about to cross the line with a 106.5, stays in pit.
Ooh, just
then
3/10 of
a
the
Red
pace.
Bull of Razor crossing the line, but it's an invalid lap.
So he
Next
starts.
we have Bob.
Okay,
he has improved by 2/10 already in the second sector.
Bob is knocking on a pole position here.
So here we go, Bob to cross the line with a 106.1.
Smashes it.
Bob, well done.
Smashes it. Then
and next to cross the line we have Jared. Sorry, not Jared.
Torment
I apologize. It was Torment.
Let's go to Piwa. Let's see what he can do. No, this is the outlap. Starts his lap now. 106.6 is what he's trying to beat, which is his own time.
We've got Super D also on the outlap.
Yeah, Super D also about to start. Speed Alcoholic, he's going to cross the line. Also starting a lap. So a lot of action
next to cross the line is Jared. He has improved in Sector 1.
Yeah, we've got Razor Sean. He is going to start another lap. Let's hope he's got enough fuel. Looks okay. After Razor, Bob is in the pits. Bob can't do too much more about that.
And Jared is 2/10 up on his time. Let's see where that puts him. That puts him fourth on the second row. Well done, Jared.
Fourth, there we go. Second row for Mercedes. We love it, boy.
Right, next to cross the line
will be Super D. Arno on the stream saying, let's go McLaren. Kyle apologizing for his language. It's fine, Kyle. It's just 2 super license points deduction. D does go faster, Sean. 106.3. Pushes Jared off the second row. Razor is slightly up on himself. 700ths up on himself. This could be...
Now we don't see it.
As the session is done, I don't think he would have pipped Bob. Let's see.
And he did. With a 106 dead, Rob.
My gosh, Razor 106 dead. Takes nothing away from Bob's lap, but that is something special. Wonderful to see. 4 constructors on the front 2 rows. It's Red Bull, Alpha Tauri, Aston Martin, Alpine. It's Razor, then Bob, then Zero, then Super D. That's your front 2 rows. Absolutely epic quality session. These guys take nothing away. Very, very fast times for Jarrett in 5th, Ruan in 6th, Torment in 7th, Burris in 8th, Speed Alcoholic in 9th, and Manu Dietrich, he finishes on a 106.8. 7/10 between all of them. Storm Willis, Arno Goos, Hanku all commenting. Thanks guys for watching. Shakes is excited about Bob's lap. But that was all the Razor show.
Absolutely right. Unbelievable.
106 dead.
Right, as we wait for the guys to get their tires selection ready.
Oh, Bob must be gutted. Wow, what a lap. Less than a tenth in it.
Unbelievable.
There's someone commenting on the stream here. It says Sublime Film. It says Red Bull coming at you. I'm going to guess that that must be Nick. Shake says, Razor, you are something else. We agree. Absolutely brilliant, brilliant. Hey, Sublime Film. I called it. It is my bro, Nick. How you doing, Nick?
Nick, how's that?
Carl says 0 did a 1:05.9 in practice in Sunday. That is absolutely crazy.
Crazy time.
Yeah, take nothing away from Zero. Was great tonight as well. He got a front row anyway. We've got Razor, then Bob. Brilliant quali laps. Prediction,
Just
the guys on the
going to-
softs to stop on lap 13 or so. That's stretching it quite a bit, so we'll look out for that. Lap 13
Yeah.
to about 16, I think, is when we'll see the first pit stops. Let's see, what tires are the guys on? If anyone on the stream wants to see any other telemetry, just let me know. But the top 10, can you believe it? All on softs. 11 to 17, all on mediums, except for one brave guy, Yaku Nachel, on hards. Sean and I called it. We said it's a crap tire.
Yeah, it's very difficult tire. It's like driving on ice, right? And yeah, Yaku, if you can make it work, please, by all means, that is the right strategy. One stop, you can make up some good points there.
So let's see. It's Razor far behind him. Bob is playing games here, trying to make sure Razor's tires are cold. I don't know. That may have been caused by Zero because he's way further back. Let's see where Zero goes. Uncle Uditi keeping the pack up. Super D. He finishes the second row. Then our new man Jarrett for Merck. Ruan, Tolman, Burries, Speed Alcoholic, Manu, Winkies, Avilach, starting on the medium, no surprises there. Simps, Wezo, Nam, Yaku, and Josh Willis, last man to line up. Sean, I'm going to watch there what's happening with Bob and Razor. Tell me if I need to go anywhere else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 laps. And the lights are out and we are racing in Brazil, and Bob gets an absolute flyer. Looks like he gets past Razor. Razor now getting into another fight there, I think with Super D. That is Super D, but Razor eventually gets ahead of Super D. Someone off the track further back. But everyone gets through the first sector quite nicely. It's
Right.
Bob leading us. But he's got Razor for company. He's got Super D and Hanku. Zero to Cool didn't get away too well.
There goes.
And Super D, I don't see what happened there.
Super D, he just lost the rear of the car, and that drops him right back.
Shakes has got a call here. Shakes says Josh to make a recovery. We don't doubt that. Josh has already made up a place. We'll see how that plays out towards the end. Where did Super D end, Sean? He managed to recover to 10th. As I see, he was at Bwinky's go round. Oh no. Another recovery drive to call for here. That's going to cost him some time. And Razor Sean has... no. Codemasters is playing tricks on me. Razor is still second. Yeah, Bob
Speed
still...
Alcoholic has jumped in the pits run for a new wing and tyres.
What is Speed Alcoholic putting on there, Sean?
He's put on softs, run.
Softs, okay, there we go. That's your race leader, Bob. He was so close in quali, but he got lap 1 sorted out. Bob's our race leader. Razor not too far behind him. Then it's got Zero. He is looking sharp for a podium tonight. Great pace. He's right streaking with the leaders. And then Ruan getting some support from Arno Snyman on the stream. And yeah, well done. Let's look at position changes, Sean. Can you maybe take us through those position changes? Let's see who are the winners and losers.
Right, so the biggest changes, Ron, is Sims. He's up by 3 places. Weather's up 3 places. Josh up 5 places. I think some of the guys have also jumped in the pits, and this is the reason for it. Biggest loser at the moment with positions is Super D. He's 5 places down, who's actually still in the running here. Speed Alcoholic 7 places down. Obviously he had some damage in the start. And Boinkies is out.
Oh, we missed that safety car, virtual safety car.
In sector 3, and there's our first safety car. Any change on strategy for you, Ron? What would you say?
Yeah, it's a bit early if you're on used softs and you think there's a gap. Might be good to jump in, although I think it's, for me it's difficult to say. I think, I definitely think with only 3 laps to go, there's no real gaps in the pack yet, so it won't benefit anyone to stop right now, especially the guys who made up brilliant places. Anyone who's worried about used softs would probably, and we're racing again, by the way, but Speed Alcoholic gets a drive-through penalty for some naughtiness under virtual safety car. Bob gets away. Razor is just behind him, but he'll have to settle for second for a bit longer. Zero got away, but Jarrett is right behind Zero. I'll go on board with Jarrett. As you can watch, the top 4 separated by not a lot of time. 1.2 seconds with the top 4. And Ruan is just following this in 50. He's looking sharp out there tonight. Behind him, Barry's. We saw Barry's. He's made up nice places. He's in 6th. Tormund, he's 7th. Manu in 8th. There's Sims in 9th. A bit further back, Sims. I'm not sure if he's struggling, but he's the first of the medium runners. Maybe that's it. And Super D, he's still 10th, still in the points. Let's go to our leaders now. There's another yellow flag, by the way.
It was Sims. He's dropping back. There's obviously something wrong.
Yeah, Sean just watching up front. We've got Razor just behind. DRS open. Oh, gets a bit of contact with Bob. But eventually, I think, gets the move done, does Razor. Let's hope it didn't cause him. No, his wing looks fine from what we can see. Carl reminding me that it's the top 12 guys that gets points.
Thanks, Carl.
Sean's going to read for us a bit later what position has how many points.
Yes.
I did send you a WhatsApp on that, Sean, so you should have that info.
Thank you. Interesting here, Ron. Avelach has pitted for a set of hards.
Yeah, I wonder if he got
14th.
Wonder if he got tangled in
Yaku
something.
Nachel pitted his hards for a set of softs. So, very interesting move there.
Yeah, we called it the hards a cuck. Yaku's realized that he's now on the softs. He is going to destroy Avilach on these tires, surely.
And right behind him is Speed Alcoholic as well, also on the soft. So
also on brand new soft. I think Speed Alcoholic had it off. And you can
right,
just...
Ron, we've got Wezer and Josh nose wheel to wheel here through turn 1.
Yeah, I think Wezo just tucks in behind. It's you've got to be well ahead to do an overtake there, but you'll have to follow him around to the next DRS zone. The start-finish straight from you, Sean, is a bit of an easier one.
No, definitely for the overtake run, yeah. So far penalties, none. That's very good. 6 laps in, 30 laps to go, so much can happen.
There was only one penalty, I think Speed Alcoholic at a drive-through, yeah.
Yeah, which is now over.
Okay, let's a quick update on position changes. Jared up 1, Ruan up 1, Barry's up 2, Sims up 1, Manu up 2, Wezo up 3, very nice boy. Yaku Nachel, despite having pitted already, he's up 3. Josh Willis up 7, he's the champion so far. Super D down 5, but we saw him have a little spin around, so that's not going to help you. Fastest lap so far, Razor, he's out in front, 108.8. For now is our fastest lap of the race. That'll change as this progresses. Sean, where are the close battles? Let's go watch Zero. He's just behind Bob. Right now, Razor is looking sweet. He's 1.2 seconds ahead of Bob out of DRS. So Bob doesn't have that protection. He's got Zero just behind him, 4/10. Behind him is Jared, 4/10. Behind him is Ruan, about 5/10. On board with Zero to cool for you right now. He is, gets a brilliant drive out of that first sector of corners. Uses his ERS, whatever he's got available, gets the job done. Bob has to tuck in. Bob dropping down. He's now in 3rd, still in the podium places.
Both Zero and Bob are running very low on their ERS. Behind them, Jared still maintaining ERS very well. So,
yeah, that's what we love to see from the Merc boys. Jared, he had a good talking to before the race by the team motivational speaker. That's me, of course.
That's Ron, of course.
Jared keeping it clean, saving some ERS, and penalties are starting. Abilach, 3 seconds. And I think
Torment is off, Ron. He's just been reset back to the track. He's back in 8th position.
8th and 9th now for the Alpines. Unfortunately, they had a good start to this race, but unfortunately both guys making mistakes. They're still in with good points here. We'll see how that goes throughout the race. Just watching Jared, Sean and Zero and Bob DRS on each other. Keeping it clean, Zero and Bob. Well done, guys. Gets to that very fast, tricky corner.
This is very close, guys.
This is, I almost don't want to watch Sean. Ruan is licking his lips in 5th. He's waiting for someone
to jump,
to make contact in front of him. He's like a cheetah ready to pounce. And there's a bit of a train happening now. I think Burries is catching them as well. So Burries is about to join this train of guys fighting for 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. Yeah, shout out to Razor. He is way out in front. It's 1.3, 1.4 seconds almost now, the gap.
Yeah, Ruan and Jared wheel to wheel up to turn 1 for 4th place.
Oh, very smart, Ruan.
Guys.
Zero, by the way, gets DRS again on Bob, and this time with a little bit more ERS, I think he'll get the move done. Side by side into a very fast corner. Bob sticks it on the outside, but I don't think he's going to make it stick. And it's Hanku Zero to cool for you, gets the job done. And now he's got another problem as Jared's just behind him. Yaku Nachel fighting Speed Alcoholic. This is for 13th. They are both enjoying brand new, new-ish softs, I guess. Yaku will get DRS here.
Yeah, Yaku's on 3-lap younger softs than Speed Alcoholic, so...
Yeah, well, watch this battle. Sean, I'm going to stick now with Jarrett. He's got DRS. He's right behind Bob. Goes alongside him. Gets the job done. That's a podium spot at the moment as it stands for Jarrett in his first race in FTR. And Ruan is the next guy to pounce on Bob. Bob is, I'm sorry to have to use this phrase, but he's struggling a bit in this first phase of the race, Sean.
Yeah, I mean, you see, Ron, we're 10 laps into the into the race, and those softs, they're not exactly everlasting, you know.
Yeah,
So
there we go. I think lap.
See them falling off at the moment.
For me, I would have put it lap 8 already because I'm very heavy on my tires and I don't know anything about racing. But these guys should be putting lap, I think, 11, 12, 13, 14, the guys on the softs. Ruan, by the way, did get himself a 3-second time penalty. Naughty, naughty. You have to respect track limits, Ruan. But he now has DRS on Bob. He's about 5/10. I don't think that's close enough. No dive bomb will save you here. You'll have to follow him a bit around. But Bob now seems to be keeping tabs with Jarrett and Zero in front. So well done to Bob. But right now it's Ruan, a 10th of a second behind Bob with DRS. Just runs out of room there, and it's Burries, by the way, on brand new softs that gives us the fastest lap of the race. And it's Simps has done something to get himself DNF'd in the first sector. I think it's in the
first sector. We should see his card now, Ron. Well, they've moved it off the track already.
None of that safety car nonsense. We'll carry on racing. Let's go to the front. It's Razor keeping it solid as he dives into the pits now. And Zero carries on. Razor had about 4 or 5 lap old medium softs to start this race with, because he pushed quite a lot in Q2. Zero leads this race, but behind him he's got Jared Halliday. He is not letting go. He's keeping within DRS range. Bob, kudos to Bob. He is also keeping within DRS of Jared. And Ruan, as he's done for the last 13-12 laps, he's keeping within DRS of Bob in front of him. So these guys possibly a bit kind of on their soft in this opening stint. We'll see who dives into the pits in the next lap or two. But that's your top 4 at the moment. Razor, by the way, did get into a bit of a gap behind Burries, and Burries is fastest man on track right now, so nice gap for Razor to get into. So we'll see after the pit stops. Does anyone dive into the pit, Sean? Yes, it's Ruan. He jumps in, flies into the pits like a maniac. What tires does he put on, Sean?
Let's have a look, and he goes for the medium.
To the mediums, there we go.
Wezer also jumps in to change those mediums. I don't know what he's going to go to now.
I think
it's a little bit too early.
Softs maybe?
And he goes on to the softs.
Yeah, softs, and then it opens you up for softs or mediums at the end, depends how the race goes. Let's go back to Zero to Cool. I see Jared, Sean, has overtaken Zero. Jared's the leader of the race at the moment. And as it should be, there's a Merc in the lead of a Grand Prix here in Brazil.
As it should be.
Sorry to Kyle on the stream, I'll just rub it in there. Kyle's giving me some grief on the comments there.
Right, so let's see if Jared and Zero jump in. Jared's still going, and so is Zero. So is Bob.
And so is Bob, yeah.
So is Torment. So is Super D. And so is Josh.
Yeah, and I think let's just go see where Razor is. Razor's about to catch Burries, maybe. They're doing 109s. We'll see when the front guys cross the line. What kind of time? And Zero is side by side with Jared. They are fighting corner for corner, wheel to wheel. Jared stays in front. Lots of respect for the guys, keeping it very clean. Bob is licking his lips, ready to pounce, but he's still in third, still within DRS for these guys. Carl says this is all part of their plan. They let Jared pass so they can drag us and use us as a pace marker. Team orders for now. Let's see if anyone on lap 15 of these leaders dive into the pits. I think Carl thought about it. Sorry, I mean Zero, but Zero stayed out. It's Bob who dives into the pits. So does Zero. Beg your pardon. So does Torment.
And they're fitting Bob with a set of mediums as well. Their Razor sets the fastest lap for the race. He's now up into 6th place.
Yeah, and Razor needs to clear Burries here as well. Sean, I'm going to flick to Razor so we can see what he does. Razor doesn't want to be caught up anymore. Let's just look at the interval, the gap to the leader. He's only 15 seconds to the leader, so I think Razor will comfortably take the lead, but he cannot afford for Burries to give him any damage or start holding him up. I doubt so. Burries is quite a quick driver. But it definitely looks like Razor's done a lot of practice here in Brazil. He is flying out there. Sean, maybe give us a look at the penalties there. Looks like guys are beginning to rack them up.
They are beginning to rack them up. As I say that, Jared and Zero both jump into the pits. So Torment will now lead this race. Oh no, Torment's jumping in as well. So Josh will now lead the race. Let me go through the penalties. So, we've got Zero to call with 8 seconds penalties. That's quite high.
Yeah, you got a 5 second for speeding in the pit lane right now, Sean.
Oh, right now. Okay. Alright. Then Ruan with 3 seconds. Manu also 3 seconds. Wezo 3 seconds. And 6 seconds for Avilak. Riding at the back of the grid with his hard tyres. I think... as I said before, those hard tyres are very difficult to drive on, but if you can make them work, then it's a good move for the long run.
Yeah, Avilach, naughty. Track limits are there for a reason, but I think it's hard on the tough on the hards. Carl says very unfortunate about the safety car. Who is that? Avilach out of the race.
That is Avilach.
Oh, side
and
of the
Avilach
track.
has bended into the wall in turn 1. Unlucky.
Yeah, now who jumps into the pits now? Let's see, is there anyone who hasn't stopped, Sean?
Let me go and check that quickly, Ron. Very interesting.
Josh
time
Willis
right now.
is the only guy who hasn't stopped. He stops from first, he's in the pits now. He might be passed by a few guys, but I think he might go from the back to about 10th. Puts the softs on. Come on, Josh. Currently 6th, 7th. Get the power on, Josh. Yes, boy. Josh Willis from the back after the first pit stops. He is in 7th. Timed it beautifully, Sean.
Very well to get himself into a good place.
There we go. Everybody has now pitted. Okay, who is scoring good points? Of course, Red Bull is, because Razor is leading this race and looking like a speed demon out front. He is currently on mediums, new enough mediums to go quite far into this race. Ruan for McLaren, although he has 3-second time penalty, in second. So Ruan's made a great meal. He puts it a bit earlier than the other guys, Jared, Bob, and Zero, who waited a bit longer. So well done to Ruan, turning this into a fabulous race, Ruan. Let's just see position changes since start, because I think Ruan 4 places up. There we go, into second, so well done there. Jared scoring great points for Mercedes. Thank you, Jared. He is in third, 2 places up from where he qualified 5th. Bob, unfortunately, he is down 2 places, but still fighting very hard here. He is in 4th. Then we have Zero to Cool with a 8-second penalties now, because he's got 5-second penalty for naughty speeding in the pit lane. He'll serve that at his next pit stop, so there'll only still be 3 seconds to be added to his race time at the end. Super D, great to still be in 6th and fighting. Well done there. Josh Willis, fabulous from the back of the grid, 10 places up into 7th. And he's on brand new soft, Sean. He's going to be lightning fast at the restart.
Definitely.
Definitely the winner of the safety car and timing your first pit stop battle. By the way, that is the first team to have 2 drivers up front. So well done to AlphaTauri. A lot of points if they can keep this going. Then Torment, him and Super D getting good points for Alpine if they can get this going. Wezo looking very lucky in 9th. He's having a solid enough race, so not bad points for Mercedes either if they can keep it going. Barry's in 10th. He's had some ups and downs, but right now in this race he is brand new mediums. He's had 2 stops then, but brand new mediums and in 10th, so things are looking great, I think, strategy wise for Barry's. Yaku Nagel, he's started on hards, now on softs, newish softs these, so great time to... Is the safety car going one more lap, Sean? Do we know?
Yeah, we'll go another lap back.
One more lap, so I can carry on telling you about how well Yaku's done. Yaku from, I think, almost the back of the grid as well. I think 16th up to 11th. Great set of tyres right now, so he can get something going. Speed Alcoholic, drive-through penalty, and a few other things, but he's in 12th on brand new mediums. Yaku, I think, just getting a bit punchy behind Wezo in the pits. This might be a wing change. Yeah, it is a wing change. Wezo goes for mediums, better tyre choice. Wezo, Yaku goes for a set of new mediums and a new wing, but that puts him from 11th to 13th. Not too much loss there. Nam Assassin, he is ghosting, so I don't think he's actually in this race anymore. There we go. Waiting for Wezo, who's about to catch the safety car queue. I think Yaku will catch them as well, no problem. So I'm expecting Sean to go racing again this lap. Razor 6-lap old mediums, Ruan 5-lap old mediums. They are looking good in this race. I think they should watch out for the guys behind him though. It's Jared Halliday, Bob, Super D. They all have slightly newer mediums. Let's see how that plays out. Josh Willis in 6th now on a brand new soft, so something might happen. Safety car in this lap.
There we go.
Sean, I'm going to ride with Ruan, and then you take us through the restart.
Yeah, sure. Right, so Razor now effectively the safety car has just jumped in the pits. Razor's pulled the trigger already, Ron. And 7/10 already in front of Ruan. Keeping it very clean, everyone No issues at the restart. Guys are getting very close to each other. Jared right on Ruan's tail. Actually going for a move. Decides to back out of it. Guys are quite evenly spaced on, all the way down to
yeah, just
to
looking,
zero.
Sean Wezzo, it says
He's
in the
put it
pits
again,
again.
Ron. He's put his hards on now.
Yeah, not sure what happened there. So here we go, lap 21. We have somewhere in that past halfway race distance. We have a Razor out in front, leading this race quite nicely, looking fairly in control tonight. Ruan is not keeping, not losing tabs there. Ruan is in second. Behind him is Jared Halliday, though, looking pretty sharp. Bob is still tagging along. Then we've got Super D in fifth, Josh in sixth. Josh hasn't made up more places since the restart, but he is definitely closing up on Super D. We'll see how that goes. And I'm not sure what happened, Sean, but Zero to Cool is all the way down in 12th. He must have stopped somewhere under the safety car and decided to go for some mediums.
Yeah.
We'll see how that happens. I think 4-lap old mediums, so it's the same as Jared. So I don't think he stopped again. I'm not sure what happened there. We'll keep seeing how that goes. Closest battle on track. Josh Wooders behind Super D on those brand new soft tires. I think DRS will be available from this lap. Yeah, Josh getting way more drive. He's got a lot of ERS that he'll dump right now. Goes next to Super D. A lot of respect between these two drivers. And Josh does get the move done. I think D was keeping it smart there as well, not getting tangled into anything too crazy.
Nah. Keeping it very clean.
I'm just watching Zero. He is making moves on Yakunaho, but at the right at the last minute, he backs out of it and saves himself a front wing and a lot of pain. Yeah, I'm just going on board with Josh Willis now. Sean, he is 3/10 behind Bob, so Josh is playing his way into possibly some podium positions here. I don't know if there's team orders at play, but I think Josh with those tires will probably anyway DRS and those brand new softs get past Bob on the straight. I don't think it'll take him too long.
Yeah, he's catching him at the rated knots in any case, and I don't see any need to fight over the position. Give each other decent space and they do the switch. For Josh to now chase after Jared, he's 9/10 away, 8/10. It's closing in the gap quite quickly.
Okay, Sean, Shakes on the stream asking for a penalty update. If you can give us that
Sure,
quickly, please.
I'll
be with you in a second.
So we have Ruan with a 3-second penalty, Josh with 3 seconds, Torment with 3 seconds, Boris with 5 seconds, Speedaholic with Alcoholic with 5 seconds, Manu with a 3-second penalty, Zero Too Cool with an 8-second penalty, and Wezo with 3 seconds penalty. Five, 6 drivers, no penalties at the moment. The rest of the pack is has some penalties to pay.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Zero. We're not sure why he's down in 11th. But, yeah, 11th, 8-second penalties. He'll have to serve 5 of that in his next pit stop. That's very unfortunate for Team Aston Martin. Barry's there gets a penalty as well. Barry's also on 8 seconds now, so the order will definitely change, I think, later when we cross the line. There we
Longest.
go. Jared, by the way, somewhere in that, Sean did get past Burries.
He got past him on the straight, Ron. It was quite a battle into turn one. But this pack between Josh, Ruan, and Jared is getting very, very tight.
Yeah, they look like they are hitched on some sort of trailer system. Josh now 6-lap old softs. He's going to have to make that work for him now. I think he will anyway now with Burries. He's only a 10th behind. They go side by side. And Josh gets it done into the podium places, but Ruan's going to fight it.
Well into turn one, and Ruan is out. I don't know if it's a spin or Ruan has been reset to the track. So
yeah, Ruan recovered. He's on track. He's 9th. Very unlucky, but he fought that very, very hard.
Oh! Ruan has written his car off, Ron. He drove straight into the barrier. He didn't take the corner. He drove straight on in turn 2.
Full safety car now. That is heartbreaking for McLaren. They were running second. Unfortunately, Ruan now out of the race. I was saying I think he fought that very, very hard with Josh. 10 laps to go. There was, I think, more to play for. Josh definitely, I think, has to stop again. I don't know if he can go on those softs all the way to the end. If Josh had an opportunity to stop now, not much of a gap behind him, will lose places. He does not stop, does Josh?
Well, Razor jumps in.
Bob does stop as well. I think you have to, Sean. I think 10 laps to go. You've got to put soft tires on. Which is exactly what Razor did. You know, Josh has to stop. Super D, his tires are going to start going off. So is everyone ahead of Razor. I think Razor's called it. Yeah, Sean, I think Razor called it. I think you have to. He's going to be on brand new softs. 9 laps to go. No tire management for him. Absolutely.
He can flat out as fast
quickest
as
man on track. So will Bob behind him. Good call, Bob. So will Zero. Zero's now back in the game, I'll tell you that. And then our other man, Wezo, who's been a little bit in the background here, he's looking sharp on those brand new softs as well. And then the guys who haven't pitted is Jared Halliday, who's leading this race, but behind a safety car. Safety car, I think, will not be in yet this lap.
No, we're waiting for Wezo to catch the pack, as well as Nam Assassin, who is ghosting.
So guys who have stopped: Razor, Bob, Zero, Wezo, Nam Assassin, not sure if he's in the race. Guys who haven't, let's see if any of them peel into the pits now. Jared, Josh, Super D, Tolman, Barry, Speed Alcoholic, Manu and Yaku, none of them pit.
None of them pit.
Yeah, you've got to go with what you need to go with now. I think maybe the first safety car helped Josh Willis tremendously. The second safety car, I don't know. I think
See, those
8 laps to go.
Those tires are not going to make it to the end run of Josh.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of overtakes to happen. Carl Heltzinger is calling it as well on the stream. He's saying, great excitement to the end of this race for those guys on the old mediums to be under pressure. No.
Wezo has DNF'd in turn 1. There, Wezo is against the wall, exactly in the same place that Avilak lost the car as well. Unlucky Wezo.
Heartbreak for Mercedes there. Yeah, Sean, I think from position 9, 10, 11, and effectively 12th. Everyone gets points then tonight. We go points all the way down to 12. Get ready to tell us how much points are worth, Sean.
Yes, I've got them ready. We will talk about that 3 laps before the end.
And safety car going again, I guess. One more lap of that. Now, let's see. We've already told you guys from position 9 and down, they have not stopped. Coincidentally, from position 9 and down, Razor no penalties, Bob no penalties. Unfortunately, Zero still carrying a 3-second penalty. Then guys who haven't stopped, Jarrett with no penalties. Josh hasn't stopped. We don't know if his tyres will go to the end. He does have a 3-second penalty as well. Super D on mediums, I think that'll go to the end, no penalties. So watch out for Jarrett and Super D towards the end. Torment should go to the end but has penalties. Burries could go to the end, 8-second penalties. Speed Alcoholic could go to the end, 5-second of penalties. And Manu with 3 seconds. So Yaku could go to the end, Yaku with no penalties. So
Definitely.
Jarrett, Super D, Yaku are looking pretty decent, but Razor, Bob, Zero are going to be absolutely quick. And it's now shown lap 29, 7 laps to go. When we cross the line, I suspect safety car must be in this lap, and we're going to be in for.
Should be in this lap, definitely, Ron. Yeah, interesting times ahead now, guys.
Shakes is saying he thinks Josh should be able to go to the end on those softs. Look, I think Josh has had 3 laps of those 10 laps behind safety car, so
yeah. So
and
it's definitely
safety car,
him
what's
there.
happening in this lap?
There we go,
Sean. There we go. Jarrett is now gonna bunch these guys up. Let the safety car go. Jarrett's got to be very careful here. Josh, still on softs, should be able to get a great start. And we see Josh right on the backside of Jarrett, waiting to pounce. Oh, I think Josh is definitely going to make a move here, but finally they go. Jarrett, well timed, into the first corner, captures the lead still. Josh in second, and it's a Ferrari that goes around of Speed Alcoholic. He will recover and carry on racing, but it's very close up front. And somewhere there, Josh did get in front, so well done to Josh.
Yeah, into turn 1. Josh got in front there, and he is pulling away.
Super
He's
D
now
now
second
getting Super D now getting close to Jared in front. Tormund just behind D. Barry's in 5th looking good. Manu in 6th looking good. And Yaku in 7th. And Razor's lost 2 places, Sean. It's Bob, then Zero, then Razor.
Oh, I see that now. And then, but this backpack here is bunching up quite quickly. These guys on the softs. Josh doing a brilliant job up front. 1.4 seconds now ahead of Jared.
Sean, I'm watching this battle. The guys on the softs, Bob and Zero, are beginning to make moves as Bob passes Yakunachal in the first sector. Zero's just behind him. I can't see. I think Razor is missing an end plate. Razor is missing an end plate. He is definitely.
Yes, he is.
As Torment and Super D, Alpine looking all of a sudden fabulous in 3rd and 4th.
Very good.
They are keeping tabs with Jarrett in front, but they've got Burries right behind them. Burries has his teammate Manu right behind. They've all got Bob. who is the first of the guys on brand new tires. Bob should make a move on Manu now. No DRS just yet from this lap. Now we'll have DRS. I'm watching Super D now behind Jarrett. Super D is going to get DRS. So he will not catch Jarrett though. Torment will not catch D either. So nothing changed there. It's Josh, it's Jarrett, it's Super D, it's Torment, it's Burries. And then it's Bob in 6th, Manu in 7th, Zero in 8th, Yaku in 9th, and Razor struggling with that broken wing in 10th. Speed Alcoholic in 11th, trying to score some points after he got turned around at the safety car restart. And Josh Willis-Shawn, he is still going at 2.2 seconds ahead of the pack with 4 laps to go.
Oh no, he's flying now.
And I'm watching Super D now. He goes side by side with Jarrett, gets past before the first turn. Jarrett's going to have to concede this. Jarrett's struggling on these tires. Shawn, he's got Torment as well now for company. Torment will get a great drive and DRS.
And he does. He makes a leap ahead of Jarrett. Brilliant move there by Torment.
Well done to the Alpines right now. They are second and third. Jarrett's to 4th. Burries goes off the track but keeps it clean enough. He is in 5th and looking sharp. Bob is 6th, 7th, Manu 8th. And there's a lot of action out on track. We're going to try and catch
Bob
everything.
Right past Burries. They make contact, Ron. Bob
and Zero goes through all of them. Has anyone got damage there, Shawn?
Yeah, Bob has got some damage. He's missing an end plate. So he's going to have to drive like this. But he definitely has some damage, as you can see. Zero is wheel to wheel with Jarrett at the moment. Good move there by Zero, straight through the pack. Goes on the outside of Jarrett and makes it stick for 3rd place. Yaku Nachan in 6th place, looking very good, Ron.
And Carl is calling Zero Verstappen around the outside, sticks the move. Shawn, 2 and a bit laps to go. Josh is leading. He's leading on 15 lap old softs. No one's going to catch him. 4 seconds is the gap. Even if those tires get a bit lazy now, it's only 2 laps. He'll keep that gap. Well done, Josh. From the back to the front.
Josh.
Brilliant drive for AlphaTauri. Second is Torment. He's doing okay. Got a gap in front, gap behind, just running a lonely-ish race. He should be able to hang on to that second. Zero to cool. I don't know what to say. He started 2nd row, sometime was down in 9th or 10th, but all of a sudden back in 3rd on great looking tires. We'll have a look at penalties now. Shawn, they're gonna definitely play a factor still. Then we've got Yaku started on the hard tires, and before we know it, pitted for softs and other things happened. He's in 4th. Brilliant result if it finishes like this for Yaku. Jarrett, he was fighting for the lead at some point, but in this last stint on these medium tires, not able to convert that to a win or a podium. He's in 5th at the moment. Manu dropping a bit.
His DNF, Ron. I'm trying to see if I can see where Boris DNF'd.
Yeah, I missed that, Sean. I didn't see. It's not a safety car or anything. Final lap of the race. Let me have a quick look at penalties. These are going to be important now. Josh has 3. That doesn't matter because Torment also has 3. Doesn't matter because Zero also has 3. Then we've got Yaku with no penalties, but he's not close enough to 0. Jared, no penalties. Manu with 6-second penalties. That's going to cost him because behind him is Bob, who's going to take that position off him. Even if... Yeah, only 1.9 seconds there. Razor's got penalties. It's not going to cost him. As we see Josh Willis, he is about to cross the line. And that's a win back to the front. Brilliant drive for the AlphaTauri. Then we have Torment, well done, and Zero. Sean, if you can invite, please, Josh, Torment, and Zero.
I will do that.
And there we go. That is Brazil. That is FTRF1 Premier Division Season 4. Brilliant race. AlphaTauri is doing brilliantly. Alpine's doing brilliantly. And some good points in there. Josh Willis, driver of the day. Have to agree 100%. There we go. Great celebrations on the podium. 3 different constructors on the podium. That's nice to see as well.
Ron, apologies. Can you add Zero and Torment, please?
Yeah, let me try add them quick.
I've got Josh.
Just give us that rundown while I add the other guys to the chat party so we can chat to the podium sitters.
Sixth place we have Bob, Manu in 7th, Razor in 8th. Good effort from Razor there. Super D in 9th, Speed Alcoholic in 10th. Nam Assassin was ghosting most of the race. He's in 11th. And Baris in 12th, but Baris DNF'd, as well as did Wezo, and so did Ruan. For some reason I cannot go down any further.
There we go, but I think let's welcome our podium sitters, and first of all our race winner Josh Willis from the back to the front. Made soft tires last, 16 laps at the end. How was the race for you, Josh?
Yeah, it was very good. I knew that when I crashed in quali I would just have to have the alternate strategy in the race and just get a good clean start, no damage or anything. So yeah, it worked out quite nicely with that safety car and I got to put, so yeah.
Yeah, that first safety car came perfectly for you at the right moment, and then you were on the softs in that second stint and made some great places, so yeah. It was nice to see some good pace in there as well.
Yeah, thanks.
Good points for AlphaTauri, well done. Where did Bob finish? 6th as well. Yeah, that's a decent points.
I think he got damage behind Baris.
Yeah.
He would have been top 5, but yeah, it's alright.
Yeah, it's a pity. Bob looked quick as well tonight, so yeah, no, looking good, guys. Well done, good effort.
Thanks.
And then Torment showing up for Alpine.
Yeah, it was a very tough race. Yeah, we messed up. I messed up in my final quali, and then I started, I think, P7. I lost 2 positions at the start. I just kept it cool, and safety car kind of helped us, but we were on a one stopper, so it wasn't going to make too much of a difference anyway. But then made it stick, and Super D was a bit unlucky. I think he got damaged right at the end. I think his screen was switching off for some reason, so he had to switch it back on, and then that's how I got P2. So unlucky for Domothy.
No, very well done, Torman, and I think you were there, and then you weren't there, and then you were there again, and I know Super D also lost it in the first 2 laps, so double points for Alpine, so well done, good race nonetheless, and brilliant podium, man, well done.
Sure, thanks.
And Hanku, Mr. Zero, what the hell? You were there, and then you were 10th, and then you were on the podium.
Yeah, that first safety car, I was trying to warm up my tires and I just spun out. I think one of the Alpines got a very good view of it. I was very angry. But on the second safety car, I just knew I had to go for that softs, and I got the gaps of a lifetime. I don't ever think anybody have seen gaps like this. And yeah, I just took all of them that I saw and it made it work, eh?
Yeah, we were watching, I think Bob was battling Ruan, and while we were watching that, you just drove past all of them into like 4th or so, and then it was a bit of a sprint to the end, but well done, man.
That gave me such a good sprint to get out past all the medium runners on those fresh pair of softs. It was just, my heart was pumping and I was just sticking to it. I think if I had one more lap I would have been on Torment.
No, your pace looked brilliant, man, and unfortunate you had the 5 seconds in the pit lane. We saw that, naughty, but it didn't cost you too much. Well done, you.
I could at least serve that in the pit on the safety car, so that was at least my lifesaver as well.
Okay, no, that helps as well. So Josh, I got one more question for you. What was your tyre wear on the last lap? No, Josh has left us.
Well, I can maybe answer that for you.
16 lap softs. What was your tyre wear on the softs at the end?
I did the 50s there. I think I did the 50s. It wasn't that high for putting lap 17, but yeah.
No, that's not bad. Yeah, I thought they might go off towards the end, but no one caught you. I was watching guys on mediums and you on the softs, and I thought at the restart the guys on the softs would be quick, and Zero was the winner of that battle. But well done those. You made the softs last to the end anyway.
I actually saw 0-2 Cool gaining back on me, but I didn't want to make a mistake, so I was trying very much to be careful, and I'd seen we had a 3-second time penalty, so I was kind of taking it a bit easy and a bit, like, I guess overly safe, but yeah, I think you would have caught me with one more lap.
I was pushing very hard on that last lap. I got my final warning for the 6 seconds, and I was like, holy moly, I gotta make this start to the end.
Yeah, but well done, Josh. Well done, guys.
Well done, guys. Brilliant race. And we move on to Canada. That's it from us in Premier Division FTRF1. We'll see you next week. Cheers. Good night.
See you next week.
Cheers, guys. Cheers.
There we go, the stream stopped, you can swear now.
Woohoo! Fuck yeah!
Fuck yeah!
But just by the way, my first stint was on also soft, 16 laps, 63 was the tyre wear.
Okay. Sean, you and I aren't making tyres last long enough, man.
No, we're not. When we see 30-40%, we start cutting ourselves. But
I'm not gonna lie, that tires were very slippery, and driving without traction is not easy on those tires at all.
Sure.
So yeah, I had a couple of slips, but I saved it at least.
But I'm finding that the following other cars in this